Hello and welcome to another Mario Party 7 minigame review.
Last time we reviewed the final countdown, and it is currently in the podium for Mario Party 7 right now, which is honestly just amazing right now. Another category we're ending off for this Mario Party is the 1 vs 3 minigames. Not the mic ones, the actual ones. This one being called Think Tank. So let's get to this one, shall we?
So here's how I play this minigame. You and the team of 3 are inside gigantic tanks, with different types of health points depending on which team you're on. The team of 3 has 3 hearts per player, while the single player has 10 hearts of health. Yeah, your job is to just try to hit each other until you're dead. Whichever side is victorious in the end wins, either if the single player is out or if all members of the team of 3 are out. That's how it ends. Yeah, this minigame is just pretty vanilla. It just wants to be shell-shocked all over again from Mario Party 2. However, instead, it just fails because this minigame is way too quick and honestly way too unfair because the single player wins almost every time, like so many 1 vs 3 minigames. Although this can be semi-attributed by the fact that I'm actually pretty bad at this minigame, however, I don't really think it is. It's just simply on the fact that the single player is too overpowered despite having simply 10 hearts of health. Even though that should be fair, it ends up not turning out to be, because they can just move so fast, even if the single player moves slower. Also, the lack of obstacles does not help either. I don't really have much to say on this minigame. I at least say it tried to attempt to be like Shell-Shocked, but it just failed. I'm just gonna go to the overall thoughts. I have nothing on this minigame. Finally! Oh my god! If you want to know, that is my first time I've ever won that. Yeah, this minigame is that terrible at execution.
Overall, Think Tank is just... bleh. This minigame just feels way too lopsided on both sides. It has honestly a pretty terrible execution, I'm going to be honest here. It is a really good concept. A 1 vs 3 tank minigame. That sounds nice. However here, the lack of hiding spots, just simply the fact that you could just spam just makes things worse. And also, I do like the fact that the single player moves slower. However, that mostly does nothing if you can just spam. Also, I want to know that the controls are also, once again, just ass. And they're not even tank controls. That's even worse. Like, how do you screw up regular controls for a tank if they're not even tank controls? I don't know how you mess that up. I'm going to be very honest here. But also, since I am not good at this minigame, which I didn't hold back for Royal Rumpus, here I am doing so because it doesn't even feel satisfying to win, even if you do so. But yeah, I just can't really get behind this minigame at all, especially since this is our last 1 vs 3. Once again, like, I was going to give it 3. However, just the vibe of it alone and no fun out of it, I just have to give it 2. It just wanted to be shell-shocked, but it unfortunately failed. And that's it for today. Up next, we're reviewing Tile and Air. See you guys then.